And we're about to hear from a person who has made this all possible. The founder of Inhabit Life, someone with who's a sort of a top-notch storyteller, a creator, and let's be honest, he is someone that does make midlife look a little bit more cool.
Oh yeah, if you're not doing the math.
Exactly,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he's thoughtful, he's humble, and endlessly curious. And he's a man who thinks midlife is proof that you can still chase your purpose, just not uphill. Please welcome, with open hearts and loud applause, the author of Shift, the 7 Mindsets for an Inspired Midlife, Peter Reek.
So excited to be here tonight. Come with me. It's 9 a.m. in Ojai, California. The desert morning feels alive, ripe with anticipation. The air is crisp, clear, waiting. It holds still, like it's listening. There's a circle of 20 of us under oak trees, and the desert birds are singing. It's a concert that says, something is waking up. We've gathered for 2 days. Each of us brought one thing. Not a resume, not a presentation, just a question. Something we were trying to figure out. Enter our host, Rob Bell. Rob is a writer, speaker, a creative explorer whose work sits somewhere between spirituality, science, and stand-up comedy. He helps people make peace with their questions. The first person sits across from Rob and lays their question down, and he doesn't answer. He just smiles, that quiet smile, and starts asking questions about their question. Slowly, you can feel the circle lean in, and the air shifts. It's like watching someone remember something they already knew. That goes on for 2 days. 20 people, 20 questions, each one its own small pilgrimage. There's a man just out of prison, white-collar crime. He brought the letters he wrote in there, and he wants to know what he should do with them. There's an ex-CNN reporter who found out what happens when the story you want to tell is not the story they want told. There's a banker. Apparently, you can own a bank in the US, and he is heir to the throne. There's a restaurateur, a counselor, an advertising agency owner, and someone who sells corporate jets. Basically, the world's most awkward dinner party waiting to happen. And they're all carrying a question that felt bigger than an answer. And then it's my turn. I had sold one recruitment firm, and then I started another one. And I sat there wondering, do I have to keep doing this? Is this it? Is this what the rest of my career looks like? Is this what the rest of my life looks like? Rob leans in with that half smile and starts asking the kind of questions that undo you in the best possible way. What would happen if you stopped chasing what you know? What if paycheck weight was lifted, just gone? What if you stopped climbing a ladder that doesn't even go where you want to end up? When did comfort start dressing up as purpose? And we sit there, and sit there, like 2 cups of coffee cooling. The silence stretched, and then something in me started to shift. We bat around the possibility of moving from a rut to a groove. What could that look like? I remember sitting there, the birds still around me, and realizing we can create what's next. And I had just forgotten that for a while. That was the seed. That's where Shift began. The book that came out of that moment, the one that you're holding in your hands tonight, started in that circle of questions. Because questions have a way of reshaping us. In Shift, I share 3 things that ground us and 7 that move us forward. You could call them 3 commitments and 7 shifts, but really, they're just ways of remembering how to live. Commitment 1, lead your whole self well. Not just the part that wins awards, but the part that hurts and hopes and wants to heal. Commitment 2, tell yourself the truth, especially when it's inconvenient. Do you ever notice how convincing you can be to you? Commitment 3, practice radical acceptance. Embrace even the chapters of your life that you wish had gone very differently. To quote clinical psychologist Dr. Jody Carrington, that which we keep shoving down often is what is running the show. And from that foundation, something can begin to shift. You start to shift into curiosity and to release the shackles of certainty. You can shift into connection, to realize you were never meant to do this alone. We don't need more life hacks. We need more meaningful connection. You can grow in your response ability. And I say response-ability. The intentional pause that changes everything. Between stimulus and response, there's that space. And Viktor Frankl, who many of you know, will be proud that we're talking about this, or at least politely nodding. You align your outer life with your inner life. You befriend your body, the loyal companion that's carried you every step of the way. You find stillness. When the world won't stop, you can. And you can step into bravery, the kind that doesn't roar, but whispers, yes, you got this. I didn't know it then, but that trip to Ojai was the shift I needed. I shifted my vantage point, and it became a pilgrimage to possibility. All the psychological research is conclusive. Your mindset, the way you choose to see this next chapter, will determine how it feels to live it. Because the quality of your middle years of this season will rise or fall on the quality of your questions. Not the ones that start with, how do I get back what I've lost? Or how do I age backwards? Or stay young forever? But the ones that ask, what's emerging here? Not how do I fix this, but who am I becoming? Questions that don't rush to answers, questions that create space. Because the middle of our lives isn't a problem to solve. It's an invitation to listen, to stay curious long enough for your life to start speaking back to you. If I had to put it in a haiku, maybe it would go something like this. The path didn't move. I just started seeing it for what it could be. So here's my question for you. If you were sitting in that desert circle, what question would you bring? And what might happen if you let yourself get still long enough to explore it? My hope is that Shift will help you with that. And I also hope you like it. I don't need you to like it. I don't need you to like it, but I hope you do. Just kidding. All right. And now I'm going to ask for a favor. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Will you help me with a little something? I'd like to take a selfie with all of you. And would you mind holding up your books? So if you stand and hold your books. I need a copy.
That's awesome. While you're sitting down, just taking a moment to let that sink in, there were a lot of great insights that I'm going to be taking away there. When did comfort get swapped for purpose? Sticks with you.
Yeah. So many things. And only Peter can make midlife sound poetic. You know, most of us just buy glasses, color our hair, and hope for the best.
Or maybe I'll grow a mustache.
Get a convertible.
Or a convertible, yeah, something like that.
But only Peter can go to the desert, sit under an oak tree, and come back with a whole framework to put into place.
Yeah, and I love that the reminder that midlife isn't a problem to be fixed, but an invitation to really listen deeply.
Yeah, to slow down long enough to hear what life has been trying to say. And maybe, just maybe, don't stop believing that what could be next is even better than what came before.